G'day all, Ancient Gamer here. In this episode, we are going to be creating a rail line from Melbourne to Adelaide. Um, so stay tuned. G'day all, the Ancient Gamer here. Hopefully this episode won't be as long as the last one. We've got a shorter distance that we want to cover. So what we are going to be doing is we're going to be going from Melbourne in basically a straight line, really. We're going to go this way up towards Ballarat till we get to border town and then up to Murray Bridge and then Adelaide. So that's what we're going to do this episode. We're going to chuck in the railway stations as per usual, and then we'll do our time lapse, and then we'll chuck our train stations, our trains on the line. So let's get cracking. So the first station, did have to look for this because I didn't know where it was. So the first station we want is we want another platform at Melbourne, in Melbourne. We're going to chuck it down here. Now, I don't know what makes me think I want to chuck it down here, but I want to chuck it down here. So I'm going to put a high-speed rail line station here. I want to also add something because I got a new train added. Which allowed for it was a faster train. So let's have a look at this one quickly. I know we can't, or can we? Not sure. We'll have to come back to it. All right. So we got that platform there. Now let's close that down. We're going to go over to Geelong. And we're going to go to the North Shore. Like I said, I had to really look for this one because when I think of North Shore, I think of the North Shore of Sydney. We are going to have to make it longer than it actually is. There we go. Good. The next stop is Ballarat, which is up here. But which station is Ballarat? I reckon. How many stations do they have here? I reckon we go for this one. But there's also these here. I don't know which one it is, guys. We're just going to have to use our own judgment here. And we'll use this one. There we go. Now, Ararat. Up here. Then Storwell. I wonder whether this Storwell is where they held the race. There's a running race called the Storwell Gift. I don't know whether it's this place, whether that's where it's held, but makes sense. But I really don't know. I'm not going to claim to be an expert at everything, at things that I don't know. So Horsham, Dimbula, Now this is following a train called the Overlander that runs from Melbourne to Adelaide. It looks like it only runs twice a week. On the other days you go by a coach. So Neil. I don't think it's Nihil, but you never know. Any Victorians here who live in Nihil? Let me know. Now we've got to find Border Town. There we go. Border Town. There we go. And let me just get our lineup. The next place is Murray Bridge, which is here. It's a curved station. Oh, well, that'll do. And then last but not least, we add another train line, another station, another platform here in the Docklands, in the Parkland station. There we go. There. Adelaide Parklands Terminal. Alright, so that's our line. Those are our stations. So we're going to chuck on a time lapse. You will enjoy the music. Well, I can't order you to enjoy the music. I hope you enjoy the music. And hopefully it makes you dance. No, well, dance, whatever. And I'll be back shortly. See you soon. Okay, guys, we finally got to Adelaide, and we also discovered when we were creating the video in Clipchamp that we didn't have our mic on when we were recording this last session. So you've got me right now recording as I'm watching this back. So right now we are going to be putting in the tracks, the lines, and of course it's going to be called the Melbourne to Adelaide line, and also It's going to have a base price of $20 and the ticket price of per kilometre of the price per kilometre of 15 cents. So that's what we are going to do there. So we are going to start putting down our lines pretty soon, and we're going to come across a few problems in the tracks, which is pretty much inevitable when we're doing it the way that I'm doing it. I'm thinking the next episode I might lay down the tracks and the stations individually and do the time lapses between the stops. And so that way we may not have the same problems when we come back to the end, because I know we just keep on having problems and I keep on having to pause. I keep on seeing that little river there, and I wonder where the little river band comes from that place. Probably makes sense that it does. So as you can see, we've got a problem there between Geelong and Melbourne, which we had to go back and fix. And we have a few problems down the track, but I do pause it, and so you don't have to see me actually fixing it up. So while this is happening, I just wanted to say how much I appreciate the views that you've been giving to these videos. I'm absolutely astounded by episode 3, which is now over 1,000 views. Episode 4 or 5, I can't remember which one, is close to, I think it's episode 5, is close to 1,000 views, or it's slowly getting to 1,000 views. So the viewing numbers are awesome. And as you've noticed, I'm only just recording Nimby Rails and Centre Station. The reason why I'm doing that is so that you have less time to wait between the Nimby Rail episodes. And of course, if you watch both, then you see both more often than when I was actually making 6 different types of videos, which, I mean, I'd be creating these videos for some of them and I wouldn't be getting very many views for them. So I figured I might just start focusing on just 2 video games at a time. So that may the people who like Nimby Rails get to see the Nimby Rails episodes more often, every 4 days. And the people who like the Centre Station game, which is also doing well, get to see it every 4 days. So what I do is I release a video every 2 days at the moment, because work is really challenging. So I'm not having the same amount of time to devote on creating new content. So that's why we've got that. I'm going to put a pause in here, I think. Because Clipchamp keeps on dropping out, which is quite annoying. And I was recorded this very same thing before, and it just dropped out. So I'm going to put a quick pause in there. You probably really won't notice it, but I'll be back. Okay, so we're back. And we got another break here by the looks of it. Yeah. Well, that's problematic. I think we need to put we had to put a tunnel in here. Nope, it's all good. So I do want to also say how much I do appreciate the comments that people are leaving on the videos. It's much appreciated. Just a little bit of feedback. Once I was having a problem with pronouncing something, and somebody told me the correct pronunciation for it. Also telling me about the actual rail system or the rail networks in the different states, because I'm really only familiar with the Sydney rail network, so I'm not so familiar with the Melbourne and Adelaide ones. So that's really appreciative. I'm really appreciative of that. And I really would love it if more people would actually leave a comment. Let me know what they think of the videos, the gameplay. And I'll take on feedback and take on suggestions. because the more you take on suggestions, the better your videos actually end up being in the end. So we're slowly getting this line set up. After this, what we're going to be doing is we're going to put the train stations down, the trains on the line, and we're going to be actually looking at the actual train travel for one of the trains and seeing how much money it costs. I think I chose the wrong train when I was actually looking at it, because it wasn't actually making much money at all. And then I had to look and then, as you can see later, I'll look through the other trains, and they're actually making more money than the train I actually chose. So we're going to see that in a moment or two. I did get some actual trains from the workshop that were 400 kilometre an hour trains, but at the moment the train tracks only go to 350 kilometres, so I can't use those trains that I actually downloaded, which was the Alstom Hitachi ones, I think they were, which was a bit annoying, because I really when we was looking at distances which were in Australia, using 400 kilometre trains is a lot better than using 350 kilometre trains. So as you can see, we're looking at the train trip here, which is the first time I've actually done this. I've never actually watched the train travelling to its destination and looking at how much it actually costs to run the train. So this was really interesting. I wouldn't mind making I wouldn't mind doing a short of this, because it was really interesting watching this and just seeing how much it's making. It's good. I'm glad I actually put 15 trains down on this line and not any more, because I don't think we'd be getting money if we actually put down 20 lines. And we want to keep on making money, because I do want to actually download I want to download a mod which is a maglev train. And it actually has maglev tracks, but the problem is it costs $1 million to lay down the ground track. I don't know how many kilometers that is, but I do want to actually, and I mean the trains themselves run at 600 kilometers an hour, which is pretty awesome if you ask me. Imagine 600 kilometers an hour in a place like Australia. You get to Brisbane in like less than an hour, or just over an hour, whereas driving up there, I think it's a good 6-7 hours. I really can't remember. I don't know now, because I haven't done that trip for a while, and they have got a lot more bypasses now. Although you do still have, you still need to drive through Coffs Harbour, which is pretty much a bottleneck there, and you actually add a little bit of time on your travel. But a lot of it is now dual carriageway all the way up, and the speeds are like 100 to 110 kilometres an hour all the way up to the border after you get past Coffs Harbour. But I can't remember exactly how many hours it actually takes to go to drive between Sydney and Brisbane. I think it could be 10 hours. I may be wrong, but it's a lot faster than it used to be. I actually speed up here so that I can actually see whether it's making a profit. So I keep on. I really chose the wrong train to do this. I really did. Because if you see later on, some of the trains make a lot more money than the one that I'm looking at right now. I definitely chose the wrong train, and this here is a bit iffy. It's like, it really does message with your eyes here. We're around about here.
So I don't think I'm going to do that again. Imagine doing a short for this. That wouldn't be fun. I hope you don't mind what I'm doing right now, because I've never done this before. I've never recorded over what I'm watching. So I'm not just doing this off the cuff right now, because I can't remember what I actually said before when I actually recorded it. So like I said, I'm speaking off the cuff. There's nothing in front of me. I've got no recordings. Just speaking from my brain right now. So yeah, this really was not the right train. I think pretty soon we actually do start looking at a different train, at the different trains. Sorry about this part. Really sorry about this part. That really messed with your eyes there. Okay, there we go. So I think come on. I'm pretty sure we start looking at the other trains in a moment or two. This is better. I think this is probably better looking at it like this, but you can't actually see the train. Oh, there you go. But how much time have we got left? We got 2 minutes left on the video. I'm just talking off the top here. That's right. We now start to see the different prices. I think the last one we look at is getting like $5,000 worth of fares, or I think it was something like $6,000 worth of fares. But yeah. Okay, so what I might do now is I'm just going to call it quits for the episode. I'm the Ancient Gamer. If you like the video, don't hesitate to give it a like, leave a comment, share with your friends, share with your enemies, share with your cat. And of course, if you want to be notified when I create new content, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. I am trying to get 50 subscribers by the end of October. Let's say the end of November. So if you can help, that would be fantastic. I'm just trying to get my 600 subscribers back that I had from my old channel. Anyway, wherever you are in the world, have a great morning, evening, or afternoon. See you later and take care. Bye for now.